Hunt for Greatness podcast.
Everybody, welcome to the Hunt for Greatness podcast. I got my man Chase Hedrick on tonight. Chase, what is up, player?
Oh, my earpiece.
How are you, dude? Oh, yeah, you might have to scoot that way a little bit. There you go. I got them all. I ran all these wires and kind of got them up off the ground.
So you're not stepping on them?
Yeah, you kind of seem like you're a pretty handy dude.
Somewhat.
I feel like you can probably fix about anything you set your mind on.
It depends on who you ask.
So you want to get pretty close. You can move that mic wherever you're at.
Okay, that's better.
There you go. And you can hear yourself in your headphones?
Yep.
Perfect. You can hear me?
Yep. Yeah, I can
Turn
hear
my
you.
headphones up.
Yeah, I'm Jay-Z right now.
Turn my headphones. Chase is the owner of Cadillac Ranch out in Leland, guys. A super cool bar. And how did that start? I'd love to hear how that started. What?
Man, we talked about it for a long time, and I was looking for a place, not actively, but every week or so I'd get on Craigslist and whatnot, and just look and see what was out there. And I found that place, and I was like, damn, man, 16 acres of land, all this stuff, and it was very affordable for what it was. And I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm not dealing with it. And 4 days later, I get a text at work. My wife, Lindsay, sends me the same link, and I'm like, well.
Send you the same link that you had.
Yeah, the one I looked at 4 days ago.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, I saw that 4 days ago. She was like, why didn't you say something? I'm like, I don't know, but I guess we're going to look at it now.
Oh.
So it was kind of odd.
So what? Did you always wanted to own a bar?
Yeah.
You wanted to own a bar. That was it. It wasn't something else in your head. It was just I want to own a bar. And you wanted it out in the country, or?
Well, the idea was always that, and the name was always that. My brother and I talked about it for probably 10 years.
Older brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we talked about it and had all these ideas of just different silly things, gimmicks basically. And obviously never got to do it, so I was just like, well, I'm going to keep that alive. I'm going to keep doing that.
Yeah. And Cadillac Ranch.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all, what?
Always the name of it, too. That's
just you and your brother came up with that name?
Mm-hmm.
But there was an old Cadillac place on that road, right?
Yeah, Cadillac Heaven, which I didn't even know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I had somebody in the pantry, or I call it a pantry, but a convenience store. I had somebody, that's what we always call it, a pantry, bro. But I had somebody in the pantry tell me, they were like, well, they're like, I live on Mako. They're like, I'm going to come out to the, she didn't come, so shout out to the damn girl who didn't come from the convenience store that sold me $45 worth of lottery tickets, poor people tax. Great fucking bit, by the way. That was the one I was trying to think of. Chase, bro, let's talk about that. What is going on, dude? You're writing jokes, bro.
Well, that's your fault.
That's so cool, dude.
If anybody ever gets mad at me, I'm just going to point him in your direction.
Yeah, just be like, that dude made me do it.
Yeah, for sure. He's heard me talk before.
But dude, I challenge you to host a show and you write jokes. You're like, fuck it, I'm going to go 110. Is that how you are with everything, pretty much?
Everything
I
I do.
mean.
I was not, I talked to Brad about it. He's like, dude, man, you'll be fine, man. He's like, just jot some shit down. And, you're the host, so it's easy. So, if you run out of shit or stumble up on something, you can just call somebody else up there. And I was like,
that's true.
That sounds like a bitch move.
That's true, though. Dude, hosting is hard for me. I guess I haven't done. Just the fact that, so you had never done comedy before that?
No.
Never done stand-up?
I don't talk in front of people.
Really?
Never.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm really bad at it.
Wow. That's crazy because you really don't give a fuck up there. I feel like you're not nervous at all.
Well, I am.
I get nervous, bro.
Before.
You want a cigar? I got cigars in that box.
I don't, but if I can regular smoke.
You can smoke cigarettes all you want. Weed, cigarettes, whatever you want. Crack, meth, whatever you want to smoke,
I'm going to try to hold off on that. At least till I get home,
So you weren't even really into public speaking? Or you never had really?
I hate public speaking.
Really?
I hate being in front of people. And that's what's cool about it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So we did a show. I just want to explain to our listeners and people who are listening, not watching the video. I'm smoking a cigar. My man's just lit him up a damn Newport, boy, and we out here chilling, bitch, shit. So the first show we do at Cadillac Ranch, it was great. It was fantastic.
It was.
And I honestly, dude, that's the most time I've ever done on stage. Is the first. Well, I mean, every show at Cadillac Ranch is probably about the most time I've done on stage because I usually do about 8. And like it was super hard for me to do 5 minutes when I first. I'm like 5 minutes, fuck, dude, I don't think I can do it. But anyway, the first time that I did a show at Cadillac Ranch when I wore the Stetson and shit, you remember that?
Awesome.
Yeah. So I did 17 minutes is what Brad told me. And that was the most time I've ever done. I'm like, dude, for real, I did 17 minutes. He's like, yeah. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't. He's like, nah, dude, you're good.
Dude, you were set in, dude. You were comfortable.
I was so comfortable, dude. Like, it's just like I feel like I'm back in Sanford. Like that's honestly, it's like a bar in Sanford would be like, but better. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, dude. Like I felt super uncomfortable almost every show I've ever done because it's just weird to be up there with a microphone. I'm sure you can relate.
Yeah. I
mean, you expect everybody to be listening to you, but you kind of don't want everybody to be listening to you at the same time.
Like, go do something. You can play pool. You can go outside. You can, there's a million things you can do. Just don't listen to me.
Yeah, right. It's just uncomfortable, man. And like, I don't mind public speaking. Like I've done it a lot, but like telling jokes is a little bit different. Yeah. But anyway, so we go do our first show. It's like second time I've met you, and we figured that out because we had been fishing on Shane Sanderson's boat before.
Yep.
I just remember. Let me say something about that. I remember going on the boat with y'all and just being like watching what you guys were doing. Really, you. And like you're throwing a fucking chartreuse. I can say all this shit. I'm sure you don't care. You're throwing a chartreuse gulp. I remember that. I remember specifically you had a tub, like one of those big containers of gulp.
Yeah, gulps,
yeah, they were chartreuse color, and I'm like, this dude's fucking throwing artificials. And I remember you were just catching reds, like throwing it up on the grass.
Yep.
And I just remember, I'm like, man, this sumbitch knows what he's doing. You know?
I mean, I know people though.
Yeah, you've been fishing for a long time though.
Yeah, I haven't been saltwater fishing, man. I didn't really know much about it until I moved here like in 2010 or something, and I met some people. My buddy Seth and Blair and those guys over in Seagate, they took me out just as all right, you little bastard, we'll take you.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just pick up on things. And
so you freshwater fish pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I love.
You're a bass fisherman.
I am a bass fisherman.
I'm just going to say this out loud for everybody in podcast land to hear. If you're a bass fisherman, you can catch any fish.
I believe that.
Bass fishermen are the most particular, like, it's like those little tiny adjustments that you make fishing. Like, that's everything to a bass fisherman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have to tighten her up a little bit. My retarded ass friend was sitting over there fucking messing with it. Or it might have been my boy Wesley just fucking up my shit, coming over here telling me to sell all my shit because I'm worthless. Shout out to Wesley. Shout out to Walmack Electrical Contractors. They're a sponsor of this podcast. They helped me build this whole thing. If y'all need any electrical work done, Walmack Electrical Contractors are your people. 910-769. 910. Oh my God, I'm gonna remember it before the end of the podcast.
We'll get to it.
So we're standing there and we've met before, but like this is our first time like talking. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we talked on the boat and shit. Yeah. But you're kind of a reserved, more quiet type of dude.
Yeah, I don't really talk to people, man. And I guess it goes back to kind of whatever people call it. Like I don't like talking in front of people. I don't really fuck with new people. I just cruise through as what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you fuck with new people and talk to me and shit. Yeah. That's cool, man, because I just, when I was talking to you, something just told me, I'm like, this motherfucker needs to do something. Like, you obviously have earned your respect around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've obviously earned your respect. Like, people speak highly of you, and respect you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, for everything I've seen. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, you on the bar, I was like, man, this motherfucker should at least try it. You know what I mean? And that's why I kind of was going to challenge you to do it. I didn't know what you were going to say, but I had a feeling you were going to be like, all right, bitch.
Fuck it, I'll try anything. Man.
Yeah.
And when I said it, it was funny. I was, I might have been the next day or the day after. I was at the house. I'm sitting on the porch, and I got this notebook, and I'm just like jotting down the ideas. And my wife comes out there, and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm writing down stuff that I think's funny. That's all I had. I didn't have anything else. And she was like, why? I was like, because Lex said that he's not coming back if I don't host, so I want him to come back, so I'm going to host it. And she was like, you are going to get up there and talk in front of fucking people.
She couldn't believe it?
She couldn't believe it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's so cool that you agreed to do something that was so far out of your norm.
Well, sometimes I put my foot in my mouth, believe it or not.
Did you feel like you did this time?
Bit.
But then when you got up on stage and got some laughs, you were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and, the first time, or, that first night, having several people there that I knew helped a little bit.
You had a lot of people there.
Yeah.
That place was packed out.
That's because everybody came to watch me fail.
That's great that they came, though, because you didn't fail.
That's kind of my friends I got.
That's how my boy Wesley is, motherfucker.
Yeah, Tegan told people for 2 weeks straight, probably, hey, I'd be with them. We'd be at Lowe's. Hey, what you guys doing next Wednesday? They'd be like, I don't know. Hey, come out and watch my buddy Chase fail at comedy. Literally is what he did for 2 fucking weeks straight. And I was like, all right, motherfucker.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that place was packed, bro. I should have filmed that shit that night. But I was like, I feel like I can't really be filming and shit whenever I'm all up in my head about my jokes.
Yeah, because you got to focus on one thing.
Yeah, but it's not even good for me to be in my head about shit. Right. It's better for me to just go up, pick somebody out, and just start talking shit to them a little bit. You know what I mean? And then let's break the ice like that. And then all the rest of my jokes, you're going to rock with me, I think. I feel like I like to do crowd work a little bit.
You got to.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I like to do a few minutes of it, keep you sharp. You could pick somebody out that's going to fuck you up a little bit.
Heckler.
Yeah, you could get a good heckler.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate when you get a heckler that's just like funnier than you are. You're like, oh, shit.
You get up here. Let me get down.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. So you did it the first time, and how'd you feel after that? Or how'd you feel right before it was about to start? How'd you feel?
Man, I think for 2 days before that, my nerves were fucking shot. So I'm just like pacing and shit at work, and I'm like looking at my phone, and I feel bad because everybody's like working, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like,
God, you sound like me, bro.
I'll be over there in a minute, man. I'm coming, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even say it out loud. You know what I mean? Like, this bitch over here. What are you doing, man? Nothing.
Damn, I fucked you up for 2 days.
It was it was a minute, man. Like I said, I don't talk in front of people. So yeah. It's not in my realm of things that I can do.
Yeah. I don't know if I even said it, but I challenged Chase to host the comedy show. I said he said it. He said I wasn't going to come back unless he hosted. So, and then you hosted, and you actually wrote jokes that worked.
Well,
that's
yeah,
amazing,
just
dude.
Go up there and be like, hey.
Some comedians don't write anything. You know what I'm saying?
Those are good comedians.
Maybe. I mean, some of them probably are.
I'm not a comedian. I'm just Chase that happened to be there when you said I got a host. So.
Bro, I feel like if you can MC and control the fucking... Sorry, you're sliding, dude. You're on a slope, boy.
I gotta get some chocks for
You're on a fucking... We gotta... You know what? I guess we don't have to have rolling chairs up in here. We could have a stationary...
Yeah, because like an uncomfortable... when somebody slides a chair up, it's kind of comforting. So.
Yeah. So, but, I mean, yeah, some comics don't write, but I feel like that's my... Like, that's where I get my comfort.
Well, you have to. I feel like, well, the guys that are comfortable with it don't have to, but... I don't know what the fuck.
Or guys that have been running the same bits
right.
for 10 years or 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't ever do the same, like, I do the same bits, but, like, I try to run them different, and then I'll try to squeeze a new one in there between two of them I know work. Like,
right.
You got some good fucking jokes that I know work, that we know work now. Like, it's cool because... Like, you're killing the comedians over there in the corner. Like, you might have your people there, they're going to laugh.
Yeah.
But they don't even seem like them type of people, honestly. They seem like if it ain't funny, they ain't fucking laughing.
Right, no. They will. The first people to throw something at me is going to be those people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got your crowd, but they're really not even your crowd. So it's like, honestly... Like you said, they're coming to be like, oh, yeah, you fucked that up, cuz.
They would. I think, like, there was at least 10 people there, like, waiting on me to just bomb so they could talk shit. Because they're funny, too.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I just wanted to know okay, so you were nervous for 2 days before. How'd you feel when the show was over, the first one we did?
It was awesome, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about the first time you got them laughing? You were just like, yeah,
well, that's
cool.
I think, and you know, like because I'm a dork about shit, like I Googled like a good host, you know what I mean? Like a good comedy host.
Yeah.
And then so everything I looked at was like, you make them laugh the first time, it takes a little bit of nerve off. And that is a fact.
Same thing when you do, like, not even, so you've got a set that you could run. You got enough jokes. Like you may like repeat them so you can lock them in and figure out what's funny and everything. I don't know if you want to keep trying it. I think you definitely should.
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, I think you should because you seem like super comfortable on stage, even if you're not. And I'm definitely not until I came to Cadillac Ranch, and then I did another show in Surf City around a bunch of fucking white trash rednecks, and or maybe some Yankees too. There was some Yankees. I picked them out and talked shit to them, but like I felt comfortable. I honestly, when I sit down, that has like because I get so worked up so easy. I'm like one of them people.
Pacing.
Yeah, well, I just like if I'm standing up, I'm like throwing my hands up, and my jokes don't come off right. And like I'm not. Like, I have to use my mind. It's how I tell my jokes that make it funny.
Right.
Like,
delivery.
It's delivery, and it's kind of like I couldn't tell your jokes and make them funny. Like, it's my shit, It's like how I'm thinking about something and that's why I started recording my sets. Because I'm like, okay, that's bullshit. Take that out. Not funny.
So you did that by yourself?
What do you mean?
Like, you would just do your bits by yourself and record them. And then go back over them.
I would do my bits on stage in front of a live audience and record them. But if I come up with a funny joke that when I write it down, it doesn't seem like I'm not going to remember how I thought of it, I'll voice record it.
Right.
Because like if I write down Batman and Robin, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hold on, what did I mean by that? Which I have so many notes of
yeah, dude, I got trash.
And I'm like, what do I mean by that? So like if I voice record it, like, oh, I meant, or like I have a voice recording of a bit that I've never tried on my phone. And it's about how you always get these people like to help you with calls, like not courtesy calls, when you call to get help with some shit, like your cable company or some shit. Yeah. They always say weird shit. Like I had a dude say some shit to me, and I'm like, bro, I gotta record this shit. He's like asking me, he's like, oh, you do barbecue this weekend? Like, what are you talking about, cuz? Like, this is like, you think I'm a typical American, you're in another country, I do a barbecue every fucking weekend?
I got a bit similar to it. It's funny.
Yeah, you got some really good ones, dude. You got like 5 solid ones, which is super fucking cool, dude. Like, you could run them shits and they would work.
Dude, I got so much shit in my head, like, just over the years that was funny shit, like, based off of real life. I don't want to, like, I don't want to make shit up.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just take shit that's not funny and make it funny.
And you can exaggerate.
There's funny in misery.
Yeah. Most comics are miserable.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Or have been.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah, absolutely miserable. Yeah, I just think that's so dope that, I mean, it's cool because you can be a part of the show, and you're having us there at the show, and it's just cool. Like when I introduce a comic to you, I'm like, oh yeah, this is Chase. He's the owner of the bar, and he's hosting the fucking show. So it's like, goddamn, dude. Like,
it's cool because like most of them look at me like,
how sick is that?
Why?
Yeah, because it's so hard to do. Like most people cannot do that. Like most people can't. And I thought you could, and that's why I asked you. I didn't think that you couldn't. I was like, you have the personality and the way you think. Like you think a little differently than.
Yeah, it's a little off.
Yeah, so it's so is me. So am I. Like I'm a little off. Yeah, it's like not exactly right. Have you seen the fucking Q Into the Storm on HBO? Mm-mm. Holy shit! Are you familiar with who QAnon is or what QAnon is?
No, I don't watch a ton of TV. I don't watch any TV. Yet.
Okay, so QAnon is like a conspiracy theory. Q is a person, an anonymous person who would post on the internet and predict the future, kind of, but not really, but kind of like try to predict the future. Some anonymous person with like one of them fucking computers that you can't trace, but he was like the Donald Trump people were like super behind him and shit, and it was, he would say things that would imply the elite being like pedophiles and just a lot of conspiracy theory stuff, but like the Jeffrey Epstein thing happened while Q was online posting shit about like there's going to be a lot of arrest. And I think honestly, and you can tell me what you think, and about the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, I'm sure. I think that had he not been killed, because he did not commit suicide. Had he not been killed, I think there would have been a lot of arrests probably. Yeah, and
then I guess they got his like first hand or whatever. And I've heard nothing since. It's the weirdest
thing.
thing.
And they got the fucking bottom bitch that was with him, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah, hadn't heard nothing about that.
Not a word.
So what's going on, dude? Like I just everything is so weird now, and that's what you were talking about. You want to solve? We're going to solve the world's problems on this
Too much
podcast.
shit connects that people are just like, oh, that's weird, and walk off. I'm like, yeah, I can't walk off. That's my problem.
What'd you think when you heard about Jeffrey Epstein killing himself?
Somebody killed him.
Yeah,
I think everybody else thought.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like killed him to cover up pedophile rings and like.
And you got to think, man. Like when they went through his notebook of his visitors, man. Like,
stay close to that mic. You can move that mic towards you a little bit. There you go.
you know, it could be anything. There's every big name person in the world was on there.
For sure.
Every fucking one of them.
For sure. See, I think that Jeffrey Epstein was just a middleman for some
higher person.
Yeah, like a higher person that was like, all right, Jeffrey, I want you to go get Bill Clinton, and I want you to just get him to fly on your plane. Just get him to fly on your plane, dude. He don't have to do anything bad. Just get him to fly with you. That's all you got to do. All you have to do is get him to fly on your plane, and then he's implicated. He's in too deep if he gets on your fucking plane.
Yeah, and exactly my thought, because I think the people that are behind it or the most involved in it got their own fucking plane. They don't need his.
They don't need his plane.
So they flew there themselves. So who? I don't know.
Or they might not. It might be some super shit like we don't even have any clue. It might not be Pedophile Island. It could be some shit on fucking Mars. I'm just making shit up.
Could be anything.
Could be anything. Could be at the center of the fucking earth, dude, in hell. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be.
Literally be anything.
Yeah.
And they don't want us to know whatever it is, so we don't.
See, I think as long as I got some shit on you, I can make you do whatever I want you to do.
That's 100% fact.
That's 100%. As long as it's some shit that you would die, you would rather die than one person find out, like fucking an underage girl or a child, or anything that would just blackmail you enough. And then it's like, all right, Jeffrey, like, we got Clinton now. We got him now. Now I want you to move on to who else flew on his fucking plane with him? A bunch of people.
Everybody.
Yeah, a bunch of people, like actors.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, I want you to go get Bill Gates now, Jeffrey. And then whenever Bill Clinton, you know, they need Bill Clinton to do something, all they got to do is be like, hey, man, we got you on the log sheet. And then, and it's probably worse than that with Bill Clinton.
Oh,
it's probably like, hey, we got you on videotape fucking a kid, buddy.
Yeah, and his mom.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, or even if they want Hillary to do something, and Hillary never flew on the plane, Bill would go to her and be like, Hillary, I need you to.
Maybe she was the one to put him on the plane.
Yeah, she could have been. Like, fuck you, Bill. Fuck you, Bill. I'm fucking ruling shit
They
now.
want me to get on the plane, you're getting on the fucking plane. You're
dude.
You remember that time?
I mean, how could they not be... How could these elites, like Bill Clinton and Bill Gates and whoever, how could they not be suspicious of this guy?
They got to. Right?
Bro, if you're fucking the richest person on planet Earth and some dude comes up to you and it's like, hey man, want to fly on my private jet to an island out in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean? Are you going to just be like, yeah man, sure?
No.
Fuck no, you're not. Unless you know some shit, or unless you're like, unless they already have some shit on you. It's like, hey man, you better get on this plane because we know what you did. Politicians are dirty, man.
Hey man, you ever seen this picture?
Yeah,
Get on the plane.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
That's how it works.
I just think they're all so controlled. Like,
yeah. No, I mean,
like you were talking about buying a $750,000 fucking fire truck. Like, why'd you do that for? What's the fucking?
It's a fire truck to like hose down skyscrapers.
And how many of those we got in Wilmington?
I'll wait.
0.
No.
PD, PFD. What the fuck's that place called?
PDF. Yeah.
PFD.
Yeah, that's a file. That's a file that got us in this mess.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Emails.
But no, it's just weird.
It's weird, dude. I got a dude that's coming on the podcast Wednesday. It's running for city council, Jonathan Uskatiki. Have you seen his signs around town?
I have not.
And I'm going to ask him, like, think about it, Chase, and tell me what you think, dude. But, like, okay, say you're running for office. Say you're running for governor or whatever, or mayor or fucking city council. Mm-hmm. Say you're running for city council, and you come to me and you're like, hey, man, I'm Chase Hedrick. You're like, and what's your name? You're like, oh, Alex Hunt. Okay, yeah, all right, Lex Hunt, yeah. So what would you like to see me do when I get elected to office? And I tell you, like, hey, I would like, you know, for my fucking storm drain tax or whatever to go down.
Right.
And you're like, hey, man, got you. All you got to do is vote for me. And like maybe in your mind, Chase, you're like, hey, I can do that. I'm fully capable of doing that. Maybe that's what you think 100%. You get in the office, you got to convince 200 other motherfuckers to lose money or whatever. You know, it's hard to think it all the way through, I feel like.
So I actually did like look into running for something one time not too long ago here in Wilmington. And my thing was, you know, in Wilmington, when I looked at it, I think 8,900 people voted in the primaries in the off year. 8,900 people. No, it was 11,000. The winner had 8,900, which is a pretty big deficit.
Yeah, out of 11,000, that's pretty good.
But at the time, I think the on paper quota was 117,000 residents.
Holy shit! So nobody even barely votes.
Nobody gives a fuck. You know when they care? Every 4 years. That's when everybody votes. And so I think the little elections are just as important.
More important, bro.
To me.
They directly affect us.
Yeah.
They directly affect you as a business owner.
Exactly right.
Especially, do you live in Wilmington?
Well, I live in Porter's Neck, so I think I'm in
New Hanover County.
address is Wilmington,
Yeah. So you wouldn't even really get being a business owner in Leland, you would still get to vote on. Would that be the case? You would still get to vote people in or out of office, or
I don't know.
because you should be able to being a business.
I should be able to.
Yeah, because dude, the policies they make directly affect you as a business owner.
Definitely.
And what county is that? Brunswick County. Yeah. So I don't know, bro. Politics are so fucking strange, dude. There's always
There's a backside always.
There's like 3D chess shit, dude.
And honestly, like when I talked about doing it, at the time I was doing hair, I was a cosmetologist, and so I was cutting this dude's hair all the time. He was tied in with one of the higher ups in the city of Wilmington, and I was like talking about it. He was all about it. He's like, dude, I'll back you. Dude's got money and shit. He's like, I'll do whatever. And like a month later, I'm cutting his hair. He's like, don't do it. I'm like, why? He said, you can't win. I was like, why? You just told me a month ago I could win. He's like, well, talk to some people, you can't. It was that simple. I was like, that's fucked up. He's like, that's the way it is.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's wild.
I wonder what.
It does.
That's so weird, dude. Like, I don't even feel like you should do it just because.
No, I'm not now.
Well, just because of like how. I'm not saying you would be easily corrupted, but I'm just saying it seems like every politician is easily corrupted or at some point corrupted. Like, you don't get to be the president of the United States or a senator or
anybody.
Yeah, or really anybody, a governor, a mayor, without some level of, all right, I'm going to compromise here. I'm going to compromise my morals and values here.
Oh, yeah, they have to.
They have to. Very fucking strange, dude.
Because deep pockets, man. Deep pockets run the world. Everybody knows that. Whether you want to admit it or not, deep pockets run the world. They run this city. They run the next one. They run counties. They run everything. So.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream. Get the money. Dollar bill,
I had
y'all.
that tattooed on my arm.
Do you really? You just keep getting fucking cooler to me, bro. I want to be Chase when I grow up, y'all.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, baby.
Man, it's tiring.
So you got a little boy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's 2.5?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I don't know how many. Can we just...
You don't have to say the months,
no,
bro.
Let's just talk about that for a second. What the fuck is wrong with people? How old's your kid?
He's 87
28
months.
Bitch, now I got to do fucking math. How old's your kid?
Is he in prison, or are we talking about how old
Yeah,
he
right.
is?
Now, I don't want to know when he's getting out.
Yeah, when's he getting out? How long's he been doing his bid for?
Yeah, 9 months. I did that 10 months, technically. But, man, people piss me off. So, he's 2.5-ish. He'll be 3 in February.
Same. I do the same shit. I say, oh, he's either 2, 2.5, or 3.
And
you're lucky I fucking say 2.5.
I remember, the only reason I did that, because when I was a kid, like, if you were 11, the motherfucker would be like, ain't you 11? Man, I'm 11 and a half.
11.5. Yeah, boy, give me that cigarette.
The only reason I do it is because out of respect for him.
Yeah. You're really putting some respect on your kid's name
Yeah,
when
right.
you.
I don't want to son him.
He ain't 2. He's 2.5, bitch.
2.5, dude. He'd be 3 in February.
Yeah, I knew his birthday was in February. It's not the same day as mine, though. Because it's, what did you say, it was a 20-something?
25th.
25th, yeah. Dude, I can't remember my
Yeah,
fucking
that.
kid's birthday. Yo, I'll be at the pharmacy like 9, and the motherfucker was born in January. I'm like 9/26. What year was that? I can't remember the fucking year, bro. Wait till you're going to have another one, you think,
Yeah,
maybe?
we're working on
Wait
it.
till you have another one, then you can't remember shit. And then, like, I feel like when a girl's pregnant, did your wife get... Wait, she probably going to watch this, ain't she?
Probably.
Okay, well, I don't give a fuck about what mine thinks. So I feel like she got dumber when she had the baby. Like, it took some of her brain away. When you're pregnant, I feel like it really fucks with you.
Oh, absolutely.
But, I mean, maybe after that, she ain't dumb. But, like, when she was pregnant, she was dumb as fuck, boy. She about as dumb as I am now. I feel like kids, when they come out, they make us dumber. Like, after they're out of the vagina, they make the dad dumber. But smarter at the same time, though, because you're, like, really... when I had my first kid, I didn't have him, but when she had my first kid, I felt like I needed to do more shit. That's like when I locked down on this podcast and put the pedal to the metal on, like, different shit. Like, I want to learn and know how to do everything, so when he wants to do something, I can be like, your daddy knows. Come on over here and let me fucking show you.
Yeah.
Because my dad knew how to do a lot of shit.
Yeah, I do a lot of shit.
Exactly, dude. And I know you did.
And anything I don't do, like, it's because I haven't tried to yet.
But you're willing to learn.
I'll try it.
You'll try. You try to do stand-up, you can do it.
Yeah, why not?
Why not, dude? A lot of people ask, why me, why me?
Why not is the best answer to anything, I think. Because people are like, why? Why not? Like,
that's what I'm going to start
and
saying
that's
to
the
my
difference
kid
in
when he
two
says
people,
why.
man.
I'm like,
that-
why not?
Those are the two different kinds of people in the world. To me, there's whys and why not. There's whys are just scared, in my opinion.
Which is okay to be scared.
It's fine. And sometimes I'll be like, why? I don't like swimming in the ocean.
Same.
Go jump in the ocean.
Sketchy.
Why? I'll say why.
They're sharks.
Because I fucking know why.
Yeah.
It ain't just sharks, jellyfish. If
Jellyfish, stingrays,
I
fucking
might go out there tomorrow.
barracudas.
I can catch a fish tomorrow, and nobody's ever seen one, and I get to name the motherfucker. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody knows
hey,
what's in there.
we know less about the ocean than we do about outer space. And it's on our fucking planet, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Fucking. Now we're flying outer space for fun. Is that fucked up or what?
That's great.
Yeah,
I like it.
It-
I think it's so cool.
Dude, we've talked about, I guess men have talked about for 100 years of dick swinging contests. And so Elon Musk is like, I'm going to outer space. And what's his name?
Jeff Bezos,
He's
fucking the dude that owns Virgin Mobile,
Yeah.
Richard Branson. They all fucking were like, yeah, let's go.
So Branson won the race. And Bezos, I guess he knew he was going to lose, like going there first. So he built his plane to look like a dick.
I didn't see his plane look like a dick.
Just like a dick.
Did it?
Yes, dude.
He kind of looks like a dick with ears.
So does his fucking...
His plane was modeled after his own
I
head.
swear to God, it's the weirdest. And I was like, the irony, it can't be irony. Like, that's one of those things, like, it's the dick swinging contest, and everybody knows that. And they're gazillionaires, so they're like, well, I'll show you what I'm going to do. They're going to beat me there, but I'm going to go up there with my dick.
With my big dick.
Watch this shit.
My dick's finna go into orbit, bitch.
Finally.
You know what? I'll give my wife $100 million. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna still fuck this young chick,
I think
and
he
my
gave her
dick's
like
going to
38
space.
billion or
A
something.
shit ton. Yeah, you're right. It was billions because he was worth like $100 billion. I think he's back up to something like that. But dude, if you think about it, the first space race, like between us and Russia, it was a dick swinging contest.
Yes. You know, they said that, I was reading about it, it's a long time ago, so I may be off on my numbers, but they said that the United States built a pen that would write in outer space, and they spent like $1 billion on it.
Are you kidding me?
Yet Russia used a pencil.
Oh my god,
I swear
dude.
to God, I could be off on the, I'm sure.
It's still ridiculous,
It's a fucking-
regardless if the numbers are correct or not. What the fuck, dude? You can't, like, how does a pen not write? Because it doesn't, I mean,
well, because it
has to have the
I
oxygen
guess it has to have the gravity. Because, you know, if
to hold the ink down.
if a pen sits upside down for X amount of days, it's probably not going to write, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It would float in the tube in the side of the pen. If it goes into space for probably not very long, it'd probably float right to the top.
Yeah.
No shit, dude.
Wow.
They probably had to use super heavy ink. I'm a goddamn scientist just for YouTube out there. Just want to put that out there. I'm
mean,
a goddamn scientist.
As a person who can do a lot of things and a redneck, I would have just super glued both ends.
Yeah, dude.
Don't let no fucking
Hey, fill that bitch up all the way. You can at least get 1 or 2 words out, and then you can say you did it.
All I need to write is Chase was here.
Yeah. On the side of the spaceship. Hey, give me a fucking damn piece of chalk. Shit, that's fucking good enough.
Sidewalk chalk.
Give me some of that, them crayons that you draw on wood with,
Yeah,
where you do your cut.
Yeah, I got them.
Yeah.
It don't rain in outer space, so it's not going anywhere.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. I've never heard that.
I mean, I don't know. That's just.
I have been wanting to do a bit about the race to outer space, and I haven't ever done it. But I want to tell you that I'll definitely add that in, something like that. But I want to tell you about what I've read about it, and you tell me what you think. So, you need something?
Nah, I just knocked the camera all crazy.
Oh, it's all good. So
Earthquake.
Oh, shit. We just had an earthquake in North Carolina, guys. Call 911.
This thing's been. I gotta see what's going on here.
Call 911, players. You got important messages, dude. You good?
Yeah, I gotta do that. Sorry.
So, the space race, back whenever Neil Armstrong, first guy to set foot on the moon, correct? You think? You follow me, or did we not land on the moon? I don't know. I know they staged a bunch of Hollywood shit to make some...
I know we landed in Afghanistan, but...
Yeah, I know we guarded fucking poppy fields in Afghanistan for years.
Yeah, we own them.
We own the poppy field. You know, we didn't have a heroin epidemic till we went to Afghanistan. Holy shit.
Some wild shit.
Imagine that. Let's okay, follow me, play along with me as if we landed on the moon for real. Can you do that with me?
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
You're like the only person I have to say that to, but I like that about you. What you need, bro? What do you need? Need some water?
No, dude, I'm a guy, bro.
You got ODD, ADD, OD, what's it called? ODB? You got ODB, bro?
No, I got TARD.
Tard. My man's got full-blown tardism.
Fucked up.
So first time we land on the moon, Neil Armstrong's the first guy. Second guy to set foot on the moon is who? Supposedly. You don't know.
Michael Jackson.
But he moonwalked right off the goddamn... No. So second guy to set foot on the moon is a man named Buzz Aldrin, which I'm sure you've heard that name before probably, right?
I'm going to say I did.
Okay, Buzz Aldrin. He's a bad motherfucker, dude. He punched a dude in the face for saying the moon landing was fake, and he was 80 fucking years old when he haymakered this cat. Okay?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So, yes, Buzz Aldrin was the second man to set foot on the moon. I don't know how I'm going to do this bit, but I just want to tell you the facts. So, dude, check it out. If me and you are going to the moon, right? We're going to the moon, air quotes.
Are we driving? Who's driving?
Fucking some other guy's driving and nobody even knows his goddamn name. Only thing people care about, Chase, is who sets foot on the moon first. That's only thing people care about. And we know that when we get on the rocket ship, right? I'm Buzz Aldrin, you're Neil Armstrong, right?
All right.
So we're getting kind of close. And me and you were kind of chilling, and we're writing with our $1 million fucking pens.
So we're just floating now.
Yeah, well, we're on our way to, and we're like T minus goddamn 30 minutes from landing on the moon. All right, I'm a scientist, guys. Don't forget. And you look at me, and I look at you, and I go, "Hey, man, who's going off the rocket ship first?" And you're like,
I'm Neil Armstrong.
You're Neil Armstrong, and I'm Buzz Aldrin. I'm like, "Hey, man, who's going first? What's the only way to settle this problem other than fist fight to the death?"
Well, my first thought is the same way we do, like going to lunch in the van. Mm-hmm. It goes off who gets paid the highest, sits in the fucking front. Oh. Everybody else sits in the back like a hostage.
See, I never even thought of that. Wow.
Secondly,
you ride bitch, son.
Yeah, just find something to sit on. I don't fucking care. Just don't fuck my saw up.
Yeah, sit wherever you want, bitch.
I don't care. Just move some shit, sit down. Second, man.
How do we settle it, dude?
I think paper, rock, scissors.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. This bit's gonna work because you just fucking said that.
Paper, rock,
You're the
scissors.
told Brad or somebody else about it. They said the same shit as you. Rock, paper, scissors. Same thing I was thinking of. Yeah. Right. So we have to settle this, right?
But then you have to establish the rules of paper, rock, scissors.
Best 2 out of 3.
Playing.
It's best 2 out of 3.
But is it
rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Paper, rock, scissors, shoot.
Yes.
See, when I grew up, it was paper, rock, scissors.
Right. It was both when I grew up.
I just gave it away. I did paper first.
It was both when I grew up.
Okay.
All right. So that's the only way to for us to figure out who's going first. Now, none of this is documented. This is us. This is our speculation.
But we're landing on the moon, so best out of 3 is probably not sufficient.
Gotta be. That's it. It's gotta be it. What do you think?
I think you got to do a series of best out of 3 times.
Oh, that's a good point. Because this is a big.
Because then you take your fucking framing crayon and make a mark. Oh, I got one.
You tally it on the side of the rocket ship.
Inside the
No
fucking
wonder
plane.
they said there was a tally on the side of the rocket ship when they came back.
Neil Armstrong won the game.
That's what it was from. So this is
when he won the second one. He said, "You're out, bitch." He jumped out.
Buzz who, motherfucker? Buzz off, bitch.
Buzz Lightyear. The only thing you got.
Buzz Lightyear's the only Buzz in history that we know of, not Buzz Aldrin.
Which is probably, sadly, a fact.
Okay, that's another part of the bit that I wrote. That's why Buzz. I'm not going to do the bit, but I just want to run.
should.
Okay, I'm going to try it because it's so different. It's so different than my bits. Like my bits are all about dicks and farts and assholes, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, and this is all speculation, but the facts are: one man set foot on the moon first, and another man did not. No. Correct?
Yeah.
So this is another fact. As they were going to leave the moon, and I'm not making this shit up, Chase. I'm not making this up. When they were in the biggest dick swinging contest ever in American history, or ever in the history of the world,
yeah.
Right? They go to the moon, and what do they put on the moon to claim that shit? What do they put? What do they stick into the moon to claim it?
American flag.
American fucking flag. Exactly, dude. That's our proof that we went to the moon and we got there first. Not Russia, not China, America, right? We put an American flag in the moon. Guess what happened when we went to leave the moon? The first time we ever went to the moon. Guess.
I'm going to say some kind of malfunction with the flag.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The rocket thrusters from the rocket blew the flag over as they were going to leave the moon. And that is a fucking fact,
You
dude.
know who did that?
Buzz Aldrin. Exactly, bro. Yes. I'm so glad you're following me for this bit. Because this is all...
He whipped that bitch around and said...
Yeah, I got you.
You weren't here,
I got you, Neil. Yeah, exactly, dude. And like, Buzz Aldrin's a well-known badass motherfucker. Because of the way, I think he might still be alive. But anyway, I'm so glad that is a fucking...
He will punch you in the face, and we need to tell him we believe in him.
Buzz, we believe in you, sir. But yeah, like, the flag got blown over by the rocket thrusters. Dude, I'm not making this up, bro. I wanted to do a bit about history, and I started reading about, like, historical shit, and I'm like, this is the one I want to do. But I'm so glad you followed me through it. That tells me everything I need. You're weird, just like me, but
strange.
You're strange. But yeah, those are all like the fact of the matter is one man set foot on the moon first and got to say historical words. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yeah.
Isn't that what he said?
Something like
This is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yeah.
Or am I saying it wrong? Yeah, that's got to be it. Because he's a man, he's taking one small step, but it's a giant leap for mankind because we made it to the moon. So, and then you got to think, like, there's so much that I
think
can...
if you do the bit, though, you got to use the crowd, like, as a...
Like I just used you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm going to definitely try it like that because, see, you knew what I wanted you to say because we were thinking about it the same way.
We were thinking the same way.
We were thinking the same way. I don't know how a crowd's going to think.
You can pick random Sarah over here.
Yes, and that's a good way to get the crowd involved.
And Sarah's going to be like, I don't know.
I got to pick a dude.
If I fell over?
I got to pick a dude about the settling the fucking argument. Because I don't think a woman's going to say rock, paper, scissors. Because I don't think that's how women settle arguments. I think they just talk shit about each other behind their backs.
They never settle arguments.
They don't. They hold a grudge until they die.
I'll tell you how to settle it. Fuck Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker.
He never was there. I was there.
But I want to do a bit about... I've been saying I want to do it. I'm going to have to try it. It's just, like, shit like that, it makes me... Like, I've written so much about it, and I'm just like, this is so not my style, but it's like, bro, it could open up doors for me about history, because there's some funny-ass shit in history.
There's a ton.
You have unlimited material.
And it's not even, it's the same like I was talking about. Misery is funny if you make it funny.
Especially if it happened long enough ago.
So,
especially if that baby got his head chopped off more than 2 years ago.
I can't remember, like, one comedian I was watching years and years ago was talking about George Washington. They were talking about how he sold weed. Oh, I think it was Dave Chappelle, actually.
Oh, he's so good.
It was
God
incredible.
damn it, dude. He's one of my favorites of all time.
He's probably my favorite one. Close.
You ever heard Patrice O'Neal?
I have not.
I'm going to send you some of his shit. And he's, to me, if he was still alive, he probably would be, it would be hard to decipher between him and, it's just like when you have somebody who's speaking truth. Like your bit, I'm not going to give away your bit, but the Amber Alert bit was so true. It was so true, dude. The whole room identified with you.
Yeah.
Because they all did that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Like, it's just comedy's fun because you can fail miserably and get ego checked like that. I mean, none of us need a big ego. None of us do. We don't.
Good. I don't have one.
We're all just fucking human beings that fuck up, you know?
And I think that needs to be worldwide. Every single person in America, in the world.
If you got dick riders everywhere you go, how are you ever gonna get? That's like
I tell you how you end up. You end up in a stadium by yourself with a fucking mask on your face, playing your album for no one.
wow. Shouts to Kanye West, dude. Shots fired, Kanye. That's true though. You end up doing, but I kind of like how weird he is.
You know, there's been a lot of artists, not just rappers, not just rock stars. There's been a lot of artists. They're like, oh, this Michael Jackson.
Yes.
The most famous motherfucker, in my opinion, ever is Michael Jackson.
Or Michael Jordan.
Or Michael Jordan.
Yeah. But this is pre-internet.
So if you're MJ, back before,
Either one.
back before the internet, you were the most famous motherfucker in the world. Literally. Like, these people could go anywhere. And if you think about the difference in power then and now, you know, now you can be internet famous and become a traveling comedian, just say, because you got a bunch of followers on Instagram. These people were just great. And so you're so great that every single person in the world knows who you are without the internet. Think about that.
Crazy, dude.
So when Michael Jackson had his kid and held him over the balcony.
Blanket. Shouts to Blanket.
Yeah, fucking Blanket.
Shouts to
I'm
Blanket,
not even
dude.
on that. I'm not going to get on that. But as famous as you could possibly be, and the media made it weird because they always make shit weird.
Always.
He held his baby over a balcony. No, he's fucking like Simba now. I'm Michael Jackson. This is
the new ruler of the kingdom.
it's Blanket.
His name's Blanket. Okay?
Could have been anything, but it was Blanket. Anyway, it's fucking Blanket, and they made it like he was hanging his kid over a balcony. No, there was fucking hundreds of thousands of people out there. Everywhere he goes, like, you can't even sleep at night.
Crazy, dude.
And, you know, I get pissed off at Michael Jackson because I never had a childhood and all this. Like, now you don't have an adulthood because you can't even sleep in a hotel in a third world. He can go anywhere.
Anywhere. Same with Michael Jordan. Did you watch Last Dance?
I watched most of it. I haven't finished it.
All right. Well, there was parts on there where he's in other countries and people are fucking going absolutely berserk ape shit to get anywhere close to where they can at least put eyes on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think the internet has like disseminated, and I'm not talking about semen for all you fucking perverts out there, has disseminated fame. It has disseminated fame, like it's divvied it up amongst us so that you can't ever be as famous as Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan
No one will ever be that famous.
No one will ever be that famous ever again. And how crazy is that to think about? Internet changed everything, bro.
Yeah.
Everything.
You know, today, speaking of that, today I'm leaving work and my buddy calls me. He's like, how was your day without the internet? I said, what? I've had the internet.
Yeah.
We're like, no, Facebook crashed. So apparently today,
Oh, it did. Yeah, it did.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, WhatsApp,
Yeah, it
whatever they
wouldn't
own.
work. It wouldn't work.
I don't
That's
know-
right.
I don't know what happened, but I was like, dude, I don't have time to look at that shit. I don't know. And you know what he said? Did your guys work any harder?
They weren't looking at the internet.
Because they weren't on their fucking phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now that you said that.
All right, airplane mode for everybody. Cut your fucking airplane mode on. You know if you cut airplane mode on, it cuts the internet off.
And you know, that's the biggest flaw in an iPhone ever made.
What?
Airplane mode.
What do you mean?
You got to find my iPhone, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Like where you can GPS locate
You
your
know,
phone.
if I steal your phone and I do that,
You can't
I
locate
just
it.
did it. Yeah.
It won't let you locate the phone. Ah. Damn.
Biggest flaw on iPhone ever.
That's true.
And I'm not like a security breaching person. I'm just saying that's fucking stupid.
The whole fact of that goddamn phone hearing everything we say all the time is very strange to me.
Yeah, when I get home, if I have to go to the bathroom, I'm gonna see ads about Michael Jackson.
Dude, that's so weird.
Wow.
That's so weird. It is so strange now that you say that the internet literally destroyed people being able to be that famous. What do you think? Do you think it's because of what I said, or do you think it's something different? You think it's because people have access to so many other people now that they're never going to be focused on one person as much? What do you think it is?
I think that's part of it, yeah.
But the internet definitely did it, though, right?
Yeah, 100%. Well, yeah.
Had to have, right?
Yeah, it started with MTV. This is going to sound crazy. But MTV was a music television network. Remember that?
That does sound crazy. Yeah.
And then, they started doing just, like, reality shows, right?
Well, TRL came along. But it was still music videos. But it was a lot of talking in between. It was on the fringe. It was like
It was the feather into where we are now.
Yeah.
Right? And this is just a philosophy that I've come up with many of nights. Bored. I think that's what started it. Because they were desensitizing people to other people in the mid-90s. Like, they took your attention away from whatever. And music videos, Janet Jackson, also very famous.
Right.
You take the attention away from her, and you take 10 minutes instead of playing music videos and just talk. You're putting other ideas into people's head, not just Janet Jackson or whoever you were waiting to come on in the top 10 or whatever. Coolio at that time.
Yeah.
And then that just snowballed into, let's make a whole show with nothing on it.
Yeah, let's implant whatever ideas we want into people's heads for 30 whole minutes.
And then it turned into reality shows, and it turned into other corporations doing it, and other ones, and other ones, and other ones. And then the MySpace, Facebook.
MySpace, damn.
Like, you could be your own person on MySpace, or you could be anybody. So I think MySpace was like a test. Like, you can make a page however you want. You can put your own music on there. You can have your playlist. People can come on there, look at your cool background.
Nobody's going to verify shit.
Nobody's giving a fuck what you're doing. But we just want to see how it works and see how people react to it.
Like a social experiment.
I think it was. That's just my
Like
opinion.
Tom never existed.
Tom.
You remember Tom?
Tom, yeah, he's still my friend on Facebook.
Is he? Is
No,
he?
I don't have Facebook. But I think it was a social experiment, and it went so well that they were like, we can do whatever we want. So now we'll give them Facebook. So we'll give them Facebook, and they can go on there. And people started hating Facebook at some point because they got censored. You can't post this. You can't post that. MySpace, you could post a fucking
Anything.
like
A dude fucking
dog
a
getting
horse.
his head chopped off.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it right on Facebook.
Tom didn't give a fuck.
MySpace. Excuse me.
Yeah, MySpace. Tom
So-
didn't give a fuck.
No, he didn't care because Tom wasn't there.
Tom was for the First Amendment, guys. Tom for president, goddammit.
Yeah, fucking invisible.
That's true, though.
Be invisible man up there, right?
You could really post anything on my... I was young, though.
That was, I'm 37. 37, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I'm 31.
That's how old I am. I forget my age.
Same, dude. I don't want to say it. It's like I don't want to say it. I want to be like, I'm 25.
No, 31's the shit, dude.
31's the shit. I'm
25 sucks.
25. 30 is like I feel like the 30s are the shit, dude.
Dude, from 30 to 40, I'm almost to 40. 30 to 40 is the shit. 20 to 25 suck.
Yeah,
Looking
20 to
back at
25
it.
did suck. Yeah.
But anyway, I think that it snowballed into, it took a 10-minute segment of a 30-minute show into a 30-minute show, into an hour show, into
The whole network.
100 different hour shows on different networks, and then Facebook, and then American Idol, all that shit. Like, you didn't have to, like, look up to someone. You could be them. Ish.
You're watching someone do what you do every day. Dude, think about the first dude who was like, or the first million fucking dudes who were like, hey, let's make a show where people just do the same shit we do every day. And then how many times that got shot down by executives and shit. Like, that's
Nobody
the
wants
dumbest
to watch
shit I've
themselves.
ever heard. You're fucking fired, Steve. Never show your face here again. And it was honestly, you're right, dude. It had to start somewhere with reality shows because they realized that you want to watch other people do regular ass shit. So what is Instagram? What is Facebook?
People doing regular shit. every
People
day,
doing
all day long.
highlight reels of people's lives. All of them.
And that was even before like stories and shit. The stories, I refused for probably 6-7 years to get the story on my Instagram. I don't have Facebook.
Yeah.
I wouldn't post stories. And Lindsay was like, "Why won't you post a story?" I'm like, "Well, because I live my life."
It's hard to remember to do shit like that.
Well, I live my life, man. I'm busy doing shit. I do shit. I'm having it, especially when I'm having a good time. Like, somebody's not really having a good time when they post every 6-7 minutes about the time that they're having.
Or they're like this.
Because they're not having a good. If they were having a good time, they wouldn't have time to take a fucking picture.
They wouldn't remember they had a phone if they were having a really good time.
100%.
Like, how do you live in the moment with a phone out?
You can't.
You fucking can't, dude. The cell phones really, like, kicked it over the top.
Yeah,
Like,
the Nokia, what was it, 5130 or some shit?
what it looked like.
The brick phone.
The brick phone.
It was like, it was blue and you could play the snake game on it. Remember that?
Ah, yeah.
Like, that's when people really got addicted to, like, electronics. Like, people got addicted to Nintendo, Atari and shit, but you could just walk away from that.
Yeah, you literally had to be in one spot
Like,
to play
if you
that.
weren't here,
Yeah.
you couldn't play it.
Yeah.
So they got you on your phone. And it happened about the same time as MTV stopped playing music videos.
That's
Think
so
about it.
strange.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just think that they've been desensitizing people to reality for so long that they've got them now where they can make them do whatever they want. And I don't know who they is. I'm just saying.
I would love to know who they is.
They are
George Soros seems like a pretty fucking...
pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he's pretty, like, funding the brainwashing of the American people, if not other people around the world as well.
And I think, right now we're seeing more of it than we'll ever see, hopefully. But, like, after all the COVID lockdowns and all that bullshit, like, unemployment, they say it's up, but restaurants are closing, bars are closing, retail stores are closing, like, left and fucking right, because no one will work. Because people think that they're better than going to work at Walmart or going to work at Food Lion. Like, just because you watch Justin Bieber getting his Lamborghini doesn't mean you own one.
Yeah.
Or deserve one.
Right.
Your accolades
That's true.
don't add up to what you want. So if you want something, go get it.
And if you got shit like Justin Bieber had and did what you're doing, it wouldn't mean a fucking thing to you.
He don't give a fuck.
Well, he probably don't give a fuck because he has so much money he can do whatever he wants. I feel like once you get a certain amount of money, it's like, who fucking... That's what I think. And this is controversial and pretty fucking... I mean, maybe not... Probably not the truth, but I think that when you get so much money, it's like... Of course these people are the ones that are fucking kids and shit. Because they fucked 1 million women and dudes probably and let 1 million dudes fuck them. It's like, well, what else is there? What can I do? What can I make somebody fucking do? Can I make somebody give me their kid to have sex with? Like Michael Jackson, bro. Michael Jackson, there's documentaries. It might not be true. But there is a Michael Jackson documentary. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. But it's like he was so famous. People would give him their kids to sleep in the same bed with him. Didn't give a fuck. How crazy is that?
That is a level of famous no one will ever achieve.
No one will ever achieve that.
It's fucked up. And, who knows what happened? We don't know.
Who knows what
He
happened?
got acquitted. And, like, who was it? I think it was Dave Chappelle again. He made a joke about that. Like, every time we're about to go to war, Michael Jackson touches a kid. It's like, they call him in like,
Hey, look right here.
Michael,
We're going to do this.
we need you to touch a kid.
Yeah, we need everybody in society to look here while we do this. Have you seen Vice? The Christian Bale plays Dick Cheney.
No.
It's fucking amazing. Do you fuck with Christian Bale at all? Like, you like him as an actor?
Well, I like Christian Bale sometimes.
I like him as Batman. He's
He's the best Batman.
best Batman fucking ever. That in and of
Look at the
itself.
camera. Say this. He's the best Batman.
That in and of itself is controversial to people, you know. Like and like I get where people are coming from. There's been a bunch of Batmans, but just the way that movie was directed, I forget the guy's name. Wasn't it the same dude who did Inception and shit that directed that movie?
I'm not really.
The way the movie was done, with Tom Hardy as Bane and Liam Neeson as fucking Ra's al Ghul and
Well, it started with Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger as the Joker.
That was the best Batman movie probably to date, in my opinion.
It was the trilogy. I mean, really, all three of them.
And then Bane. Yeah, you're right.
The first one was great, and it was the worst one out of the three.
Christian Bale is the best Batman.
I agree. I think he's really in my top like 5 actors as far as like how this dude, you know who he is, but yet he makes you believe he's somebody else.
That's like Denzel Washington.
Oh my God, Denzel's amazing. But Christian Bale plays Dick Cheney in the movie called Vice, and it's kind of funny, like it's kind of a comedy. It's about 9/11, and it's. I mean, my boys talk shit to me because I'm like, hey, dude, you should watch Vice because you should see how fucked up Dick Cheney was, and most politicians are. Like the whole shit about the war and us going to fight here when it was really here. It was really fucked up how they were just setting themselves up to be residual billionaires.
Oh yeah, everything we do is like that.
Everything we do is like that, but it's people don't think into it enough to realize.
That's because people don't think.
People don't think, bro. They let other people think for them.
That's what that goes all the way back to MTV. They take your thought away from you, so you think whatever they put in front of you.
We should make some MTV logo shirts that have like devil horns and fucking tails, and it has George Soros' face like hidden inside of it, and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson and George Soros butt fucking each other inside the MTV logo, but like not butt fucking so everybody would notice, but like if I knew they were in there butt fucking, I'd be like, hey dude, I like your I know what your shirt means, bro.
Or we just make a regular shirt with George Soros with like a thing over his head like he's on Harry Potter with a wand.
Like he's Voldemort.
Yeah, controlling Michael Jackson.
Yeah, dude. Damn. That's you just like that's such a good point about how it's been so gradual. Any kind of brainwashing and shit that they don't want you to know is happening has to be gradual. Yeah. Even though we're pretty fucking dumb. Some of us aren't. As a whole, we're pretty dumb. Yeah. Like I'm fucking dumb, but I can think for myself.
Like when you kick a bucket over full of water, it's like, oh shit, man, you kicked the bucket over full of water. But if you like spill a little bit here and there, eventually you get the bucket empty.
But you don't know the bucket's getting empty.
They don't.
They don't know the bucket's empty. Yeah, we know there's a pinhole in the bottom of the bucket, right, and it's dripping. That shit dripping, boy.
And I don't know. It sounds like conspiracy. I don't think it's conspiracy because I don't think anything about it. I just think that's in all, that's what they wanted in the whole time.
Conspiracy theory. I got a bunch of fucking CIA books and shit over there about fucked up shit the CIA's done, like with John F. Kennedy and fucking Bobby Kennedy and all their murders and shit, and like. The CIA coined the term conspiracy theory to make you seem like you're crazy. Yeah. The CIA coined that term. Yeah. That tells me everything I need to know about you saying that something's a conspiracy. They did a damn good job coining that term, too, because now everybody says it.
Well,
dude, whenever Epstein was murdered, the term conspiracy theory, you can no longer say that anymore because that was the biggest, it was the most blatant murder by government ever, dude.
I don't think we should be able to say he was suicide anymore.
Nah, he was murdered by 100%. By elites or by who knows by who, but somebody that was like, okay, bro, let's be honest, dude. You're Bill Clinton or who like you're Bill Gates. You're a fucking billionaire, right? You're Bill Gates. You're running shit. You're giving people vaccines. I did air quotes. You got him right. I did air quotes. I don't trust Bill Gates. He's not a fucking doctor. He's not a doctor. You're Bill Gates, all right? And I'm Epstein, okay? We're going to do some role play like we just did with Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. So you're Bill Gates. I'm Jeffrey Epstein. All right? So we meet at Cadillac Ranch and we're like, yo, man, yeah, I like this fucking guy, right? And I'm like, hey, dude, you want to come fucking ride on my boat and catch some fish? And we'll I got not that boat. It's a fucking 25 billion fucking boat. You want to come ride on my boat that I got? Like, you know, I'm another rich motherfucker like you. Right. Like, I'm in a weird percentage of people, like a 0.01 percentage. Okay. So you're like, okay, I guess I can fuck with this guy. He doesn't want anything from me. He just wants me to come ride on his boat. You're Bill Gates. I'm Jeffrey Epstein. Fucking, we go riding on my boat, and I'm like, hey, man, I got an island over here. You know, we could just stop at it. You could check it out. And you're like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Why not? You know?
And the thing is Bill Gates is on that list.
He went to the island, bro.
He's on the list.
He's on the fucking list.
And he flew on that plane, so he got him like that somehow.
I just don't think it would be that hard. Like, it could go either way. If you're Bill Gates and you're skeptical of everything, everybody that ever even talks to you, you're like, I don't
think he is.
You're like, well, you're that guy, and you're like, oh, why are you talking to me? What do you want from me?
Right. Yeah.
But if I'm just as rich as you, fucking Jeffrey Epstein was only rich.
No, you're just rubbing elbows.
Jeffrey Epstein was only rich because the owner and founder of Victoria's Secret gave him a fucking $25 million mansion in New York. Gave it to him. The owner of Victoria, or the president or founder of Victoria's Secret, gave him this mansion. Gave it to him. That's fucking strange, dude. Very fucking strange.
Weird.
And I forget where I'm going with this shit. But, like, you come on my boat, we go to an island. God damn it, I totally forgot where I'm going with it. Like, just the ability to fucking just, like, gradually just get these people where you can control them.
That's what it was.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it was something else. But it's just very strange to me that this world, it's not anybody who we know. Like, we don't know. Like, that's why I don't think it's really George Soros, because we know his name.
Yeah.
It's somebody we don't know. Oh, conspiracy theory. That's what I was thinking. Like, Jeffrey Epstein happened. You can't say conspiracy theory anymore because the government blatantly murdered this motherfucker.
Yeah, he took it away.
Yeah. I mean, dude, fucking, like, all the shit that I've read about, like, the Kennedys and shit, bro, it's fucked up because they didn't want to have the CIA. They didn't want the CIA. And then I thought Donald Trump was going to get assassinated, bro, whenever he was talking shit about the FBI.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, they're going to kill this motherfucker. Like, he's like, fuck the FBI on national television pretty much.
The reason why he didn't get assassinated is because he's Donald Trump. Because he's always been in the position to be that high profile, to be in the limelight, and always has had security that he needed.
And he was probably on MTV
if he
once
didn't
or twice.
Get killed before then, he get killed now.
Wasn't TRL like right across from Trump Tower?
Yeah, and then on top of that, everybody who put a fucking verse in a rap song on TRL said his fucking name. I want to be like him.
Yeah. No. Millionaire. No. Fuck bitches.
Now you
get money.
Weird.
Very strange. Now you fucking all hate him. Hate him. Snoop Dogg fucking hates him.
Yeah, he's high. He don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, but dude, think about it. TRL right across from Trump Tower. Like, I think we're on to something, guys, on YouTube. I mean, we are fucking solving the world's problems. We should write a book, dude.
No, we should.
We should write a fucking book and just put a discisclaimer at the beginning. It says none of this. We ever wrote. It says none of this is probably true, but we're gonna write it anyway.
Say Chase died in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah, dude, there's some real sketchy shit that's happened.
Swiped by a black van. Weird.
Yeah, full of dudes in fucking black suits with glasses on, full of men in black. That's
check.
We got him. We got him. It's just so wild to think about. Like, we just go through life blind. You know, you can lead a horse to water. You can't make him fucking drink.
We don't.
Yeah, but most people go through. Oh, that was another thing I was thinking of when you were talking about people not being able to think for themselves, or one of us was saying that. That's good for comedy because you can allow me to just think for you.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want you to do when I get on stage.
100%.
I want you to let me think for you, and that's most of the time. That's why I try to talk to the crowd, or I come out with a joke where I'm like, okay, I know people are going to laugh at this. If I can just get you to let your guard down and me tell you why I think we should be able to kill 2-year-olds with a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, you might as well at that point just look at me.
Yeah.
I am the captain.
Yeah, I'm driving this ship. You're just all
your
fucking...
brain's going where I'm going.
You're like, I'm the dude who makes the most money on the work site, so get your ass in the back of the fucking work van and ride.
I don't even say it like that. I'm just like, nah, bitch, get out my seat.
Get out my seat, bitch. I'm driving this fucking plane.
I know you're big and angry. Just, Please get out my seat.
It's so good for comedy though. Like it's and the presidents we've had, Trump, Biden. It's so good for comedy because it's just fucking comical. Like how the fuck did this happen?
But you can't talk about one of them.
Oh, dude.
You can only talk about the other one.
Can I tell you a joke I did that fucking bombed about Joe Biden, dude?
Please, Joe.
Bro, as soon as Joe Biden got elected, bro, I fucking offended everybody at Brass Kettle, and I was hosting a show. I did so bad after that.
Brewer's Kettle over there?
Oh, yeah, Brewer's Kettle. Sorry, my boy. Shouts to Brass Kettle in Sanford. My boy Granter owns that shit. His Nana owns that shit. Shouts to Brass Kettle, but Brewer's Kettle. I was at Brewer's Kettle, and I literally, the first thing I said, dude, I was thinking about doing it Cadillac Ranch the other night, and I was like, no, I can't do it because I'm going to offend everybody.
Listen, if you're going to do any jokes like that, Cadillac Ranch is
I think I might try this. Nobody's going to probably be listening to this part of the podcast.
Some of them.
So I did a joke and I've only done it once because it bombed, dude. But I was like, well, everybody please, I got the mic. I said, well, everybody please remove your hats, and we're going to pray. And I took my hat off, and I was like, oh, great and powerful Joe Biden with your white, wispy hair. And I started praying to Joe Biden. And I offended the Christians, the Republicans, the Democrats. I was like, please, I confess my sins to your perfect and without sin son, Hunter Biden. Like, dude, just started fucking praying to Joe Biden, bro. And it just fucking bombed, bro. I was so stoked to do the joke. I'm like, this is going to kill. And I start praying to that old motherfucker, dude.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking funny. It's funny if you don't take yourself so serious. Like,
well, people don't take themselves serious. They take everyone else that they don't know serious.
yeah, what the fuck?
People don't even know how serious they are or what they're serious about. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to offend everybody
Have you ever
at
known,
once.
like, the people that were offended probably had no dog in the fight, from what I've seen in the last 5 years. Hey, I'm going to get up and go protest in the morning about people who don't have jobs. But I got to take off work to do it.
I was going to say, why are you not working?
Man, I seen the most absurd shit. I'm going to be like Ginger with this. I was watching, it was on TV the other day. I wasn't watching it. But I was watching this thing where they're interviewing people who are protesting this bill that they're canceling about some kind of free rent or something like that, or eviction law or something. And this lady is standing on this porch of one of the buildings in whatever city it was, and she's like, it's just not fair when we can't find work to penalize us on rent and kick us out of our homes. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Well, they panned the fucking neighborhood, and every fucking business on the other side of the street had a for hire sign in it.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, there it is. That's where we live.
I hate to be this way, but I quit giving homeless people money.
I don't give homeless people.
I just quit because I'm like, hey, bitch, get a job.
No, I've tried to give
And plus, they're disgusting, and they have germs all over them and shit, you know?
You don't want to touch them.
That's probably where I got COVID. It's just by looking at one. One of them probably looked at me and gave me fucking COVID. Those nasty sons of bitches.
No, you don't. I don't give them money. I never have. But I offer them. So in Winston, like, panhandling is way bigger than it is here. Even
Winston, really, like, what do you mean?
Winston-Salem.
Oh, Winston-Salem, okay. Damn, you're from Winston-Salem?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're just outside of it.
Yeah.
But, like, every day, like, I owned my own company back then, too, and every day I would, if I saw one in the morning, I'd be like, hey, man, you want to come to work? You know, we'll work for food.
Come on, work. I got some food.
What time you get off? Dude, I got a stoplight.
Hey, man, what you got to do today?
I got a stoplight's length of time for you to get into get in the truck. Like, I'm not Epsteining you. I'm just saying, hop in the truck. I'll take you to work. I'll pay you cash at the end of the day. I told him $1 million of them. No, I'm good.
Bro, what do you have to do today? Hey, dude, where's your planner? Where's your planner at? How busy are you?
I got to hold it with both hands.
Dude, none of them ever said yeah?
Not one.
Wow.
Never.
That's crazy. No wonder you don't give them any fucking money.
And you know what's fucked up is now panhandlers are just regular motherfuckers on Instagram.
They really are. And they getting paid.
But they talk about morals, you know. Dude, this shit gets me heated. I ain't going to say too much about it. But all the people that go out every day or used to go out every day and will go back out next election year and bitch and complain on the curb with their signs and whatever protests and all that horse shit about morals and everybody's supposed to have the same. We got the same shit. Everybody's got the same opportunity. Not everybody, but most of us do. I came from nothing, whatever. They will go home and put their asshole on Twitter or TikTok and just think that's the desensitizing I'm talking about. You desensitize people enough to where I will go home and put my butthole on the internet. But I will not go to work tomorrow because I got to go downtown and protest about the inequality of someone who's gay or lesbian. Like, the gay and lesbian people at work too.
I'll be real with you, dude. You pay me enough money, I'm putting my butthole on the internet, dude.
I mean, it depends on how much money you have.
100 grand,
You can't see
butthole.
my face, but I'm talking...
You give me 100 grand in a year, I'm putting my butthole on the internet. I'm quitting working. I'm fishing every day, dude.
I mean, 100 grand, I'd do it once
100
a day.
racks, dude. I'm spreading my butt cheeks. It's Mike
100 grand, I'd do it
Honcho.
once a day. But I also... we also do our regular shit, too.
That's only 365 butthole shoots. Poop shoots. That's only 355. That's only 365 boo-boo shoots, bro.
Like $30,000 a butthole.
That's a lot of fucking money, bro.
I'd probably do it, too. Never, I take that back.
But if you ain't
But
really...
stop complaining.
But if you... But shut the fuck up complaining. But if you ain't getting paid, like... Let's be honest. At least 100 grand. Why are you pulling your butthole out,
it's
dude?
100, man.
It's 100. That's the number. Not 99. 100.
No.
We talking about practice.
Not one-on-one, either.
Nah, dude.
Flat rate.
Flat 100 G's. You're getting my butthole.
365 times.
I mean, 100 grand, bro.
He's 364, man. You can't do it on Christmas.
Yeah. What if it's a leap year?
365.
I'm posting that extra butthole, dude.
365.
365 on a leap year. Yeah, you're right. You cannot post your butthole on Christmas.
You can honestly start the campaign in November like a politician would and say next year's leap year. You're getting an extra day for free.
Oh, man. You're getting fucking February 29th free butthole
Next
day,
year,
dude.
110 grand. Butthole every day.
That's it. Fuck yeah, dude. I just feel like there's a number for everything.
Christmas butthole is another 40.
Dude, you got to pay for Christmas butthole, dude.
It's 150 a year. Butthole a day.
Like, Santa Claus is coming. I ain't getting no gifts because I've been showing my butthole all year. I'm getting a bag of coal for my butthole. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and a razor and some wax and stuff.
Dude, you think it hurts to bleach your butthole?
I don't even know what they do with that. I've
It's
heard about it.
I think it's bleaching your butt.
Actual bleach.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I think it's to make your butthole not brown. Like if you're like showing somebody your butthole all the time and you don't want it to have the brown tint, I don't know if it hurts. It seems like it would burn. Doesn't it though? Like it seems like it would burn to bleach your butthole.
I just think it's bad marketing.
What? Just calling it bleaching
Just
your butthole?
bleaching your butt. In general, bleaching your butthole. You remember when Wendy's came out with the vanilla frosty? Nobody bought that motherfucker.
Keep it brown. You remember where you heard it first, baby. Keep that butthole brown,
I'm
baby.
dipping my fry in a vanilla frosty. Not gonna hurt.
Oh my fucking god. That's hilarious, dude. That's a fucking bit right there. That's hilarious, dude. That's so true. Nobody wanted a vanilla frosty. Everybody wanted that brown, boy.
I've tried one, and I was like, it tastes like a frosty, but without the frosty in it.
Trash.
Now I feel like McDonald's ice cream machine is finally working at Wendy's.
Did you ever make your own frosties?
No.
Okay, you know how you do it?
No.
You're never going to guess. So let me tell you, dude. Let me tell you. You take Nestle, you remember the Nestle?
Powder.
The powder.
Okay.
Put it in vanilla ice cream. A little bit of milk. Got a fucking frosty.
Do you blend it?
Yeah, you blend it. It's a frosty, dude. Homemade frosty. That's fucking crazy, right?
I bet that's the whole recipe.
I think it probably is, dude.
That's upsetting.
How crazy is that? It's kind of cool, though. Because Nestle was the shit. Remember Tang?
Tang was the shit.
Do you remember Tang, the orangutan
Oh, I
orange?
remember all that shit, dude. Like that's what we drank. But
Tang, bro. That's what's wrong with us. drinking Tang and Yoo-Hoos, bro.
Kool-Aid is what's wrong with this.
Kool-Aid. We all drank the fucking Kool-Aid. That syrupy
I'm
fucking...
pretty sure Epstein invented that, too.
He did, dude. He gave us all diabetes.
He said, I'm going to give these kids all these packets of Kool-Aid.
Hey, Kool-Aid. Yeah, dude. That's how he lured kids to the fucking sex island, dude. Mm-hmm. That's how he lured them on the Lolita
Somebody
Express.
did.
Somebody fucking did. The Kool-Aid man is behind it all. I think we figured out who they is, everybody. Yeah. It's Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, he put on kids in a room and some red motherfucker busted a wall.
Last Wednesday of the month, Cadillac Ranch.
Every last Wednesday of the month. Yeah.
So glad you're letting us do that.
That's fucking awesome.
We're thankful. It's so cool that you're a part of it. You're a part of the show.
I'm glad to be a part of it.
It's so dope.
It's fun.
So fun.
I never thought it would be fun.
It's so fun.
Never expected it.
God damn it, it's fun. You're awesome. You're a fucking great guy.
Appreciate it.
You and your wife on the bar.
Yep.
So cool. Lindsay.
Yep.
Chase and his wife Lindsay on y'all come out to Cadillac Ranch. You got some merch coming soon,
Got some hoodies and some t-shirts, koozies.
Sick logo. This is the logo right here, guys. That's the logo. I think y'all should be able to see it with the light. That's such a sick logo. Who designed your logo?
My buddy AD. He owns Behind Bars Clothing. That's this one here.
Shouts to AD.
Shouts to AD. Same hat.
Sick, dude. Yeah, shouts to AD because that logo's sick.
Yeah,
that's why I told you I want a hoodie.
He worked on it hard, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a sick logo. Dude, Chase, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, man. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
And we'll do another one with Brad.
Let's do one with some other people.
When I have Brad on by himself, we'll do one with three of us and cut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's always cool to insert another crazy ass mind
because it can go anywhere.
Changes the whole. Yeah. But yeah, dude. Thank you guys for listening, man. Chase is fucking. You're amazing, dude.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Y'all don't forget. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Give us a thumbs down if you're a hater. Shouts to you. We fucking hate you too. Hunt for Greatness podcast. We out.